This for my homies and brothers, they know that I love them. I got them, I'm holding it down. Shorty, you pretty, you gun in my city. I promise, I'll show you around. This for my city, 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 this for my city. This for my homies and brothers, they know that I love them. I got them, I'm holding it down. Shorty, you pretty, you gun in my city. I promise, I'll show you around. This for my city, this for my city. You know how we on it, they know how we coming. This is my city, we thank you for coming. We party at night, go home in the morning. This for my city, this for my city, this for my city. We thank you for coming, we thank you for coming. We thank you for coming, we thank you for coming.
The place they call the United Center in Chicago, the home of the Bulls, where today we'll be broadcasting live. We're all set to bring you NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. The shot by Curry, no good.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Levine's shot is off. And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
And Giddey gets it to go.
Not afraid to try his luck down there. Giddey on the interior.
The shape. Curry attacking. And Vucevic pulls it down. Chicago with the ball. White wide open. He fires. No good from outside. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I got a few minutes with Billy Donovan. Now, I asked him who hasn't worried out there on the floor, and his answer was Draymond Green. He told me he's a high-effort, high-IQ player who can be so effective. right now our plan is to stay physical with him and not let him dictate the terms out there. Of course, this means a hard-fought contest down low. Guys?
Thank you, David.
First personal foul.
Grant, some early success for Josh Giddey in the NBA. When you look at his game, what do you like most?
I love the vision, Kevin. This guy is one of the most creative passers that the NBA has and is willing to take some risks. And the reason he does that is he has confidence in his teammates. But that vision by Josh Giddey is something special.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Kick out to Levine. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist.
And nice work off the pass. I like Levine's catch-and-shoot mindset tonight.
Will it go? And he sinks the layup.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Giddey, no good. And the Warriors off to a slow start here. They trail by 3. Pass to Jackson Davis. Here's Moody. The second chance effort.
Trace Jackson Davis.
And Jackson Davis gets it to go.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Pass to Craig. Here's Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point, Vucevic a force around the rim.
There's so many years in the NBA. You would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense. That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Warrior substitution.
Shot from the inbound. Giddey, no good. And so Payton will bring it up for Golden State. Pass to Kuminga. He can't get it to go. And Levine here. Oh,
man.
Mercy. That was downright dirty. Levine. Yes, sir.
And here's Looney. Some nice passing by Golden State. Bean with the rebound. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. The Bulls have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
Here's Craig. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Warriors trail by 6. And so the ball's out of bounds. Craig touched it last.
I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
Yep, that one goes.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Pass to Vucevic. And the Bulls, another 3.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
The Warriors, 14.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Chicago.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And Brent, you hear some players now having their shooting motion analyzed with optical recognition. More data for the shot doctors.
Well, Kevin, information is one thing, but disseminating that information and being able to communicate that to a player is really where the rubber meets the road. How are you going to help him grow with that kind of analysis? Defense, as tough as it comes right there, he's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Back to White. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Warriors trail by 9. Inside. Looney. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, the defender was all over Kevon Looney, and he got physical right back. That's a nice play.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for Most Improved Player. He says, I always tried to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard in this league. I've just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be who I am. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., love that attitude. Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding and rising up off the ground.
Payton drives in. Takes a step back. Outside, Kuminga. Back to Payton. Shot clock at 5. Rebounded by Vucevic. The Bulls leading by 7. Pass to Craig. Good on the three-point shot. Craig's got 6.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from three-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
But Jemski's shot is good.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Driving inside. And then Smith with the dunk.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Right side, Ball. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, is probably come to a close.
Yeah, I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but, you know, they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
Here's Spencer. Pass to Podziemski. 4 on the shot clock. And a miss there on the triple. The Bulls leading by 11. And it's Dosunmu with the jam.
And this is where Lonzo Ball gets you excited. As a teammate, he's going to get you the ball.
Here's Wiggins. Chicago grabs the miss. Outside, Ball. Over in the corner, Dosunmu. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Duarte shot good.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Nailed from three-point land.
3 points.
Wiggins has got 5 points now this quarter. Pass to Smith. Right wing. Here's Podziemski. Banked in off the glass. Podziemski's got 7 points in the game.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
And it's Dosunmu with the jam.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
There's 31 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Smith. Here's Duarte. Over in the corner, Dosunmu. Here's Smith. And Smith slams it home.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Here's Wiggins. And we've reached halftime in this one. Bulls lead by 13. And we'll get going after this from United Center. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. At one point, they led by 16. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Anderson. Warriors trailed by 13. Podziemski on the wing. Shoots over Dosunmu. Bank shot, no good. The wide open look here for Terry. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Terry's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Bulls. Here's Spencer. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
Buzelis with the ball. On the wing, Dosunmu. Pass to Buzelis. 3 on the clock. Smith for 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot.